Hi.
Hi, good morning and welcome to Neil and Jan Resellers. Now, normally after doing a boot sale we would come and do a show and tell, but it was a really busy weekend as it was a bank holiday weekend. So this is actually Tuesday morning.
Yeah, because instead of doing the show and tell, we did another boot sale.
We did another boot sale instead.
We can't not.
Not on a bank holiday weekend, it's got to be done, hasn't it?
Especially when the weather forecast for next weekend isn't good.
Isn't
Although
nice,
saying
yeah.
that, we've now got the indoor one at Ardingly on Sunday.
All right, that's...
But,
yep, yeah, of course.
But our localist one, Faygate, if it's raining, will be off.
Yeah. So, all good. So
that's a good place to start, really, isn't it, Faygate?
Saturdays, yep. Saturdays, Sundays and Mondays. So, what did you pick up on Saturday
at Faygate, I picked up...
I'm going to put my glasses back on, please.
A paperweight.
Paperweight, nice.
It's kind of got some strange bubbly things going on, and if you want to take it forward to the camera. Sorry, I'm stuck behind the table. My arms aren't as long as
I've got that slightly longer reach, so I'll be doing the showing. It's not branded, but it's very nice though.
Yeah, it's not branded, but I think I might have paid up for that one.
Oh, really?
I paid for it. Yeah, hang on, I'm just checking in my... I have to write it all in a book because otherwise it's gone, you know. By the time I get to the next row, I've got no idea what I paid for anything. Oh, that was £2, that one.
£2.
So it wasn't as bad as I thought it might be.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so £2, and I think I sold a paperweight last week, so one out, one in kind of thing.
Yeah. Was there anything else you got?
Not at Faygate, but after Faygate we went on to West Wantley Farm.
Right, well...
And we've got a little video out where you were interviewing...
Did a little interview of the lady who organises it, and it's her farm. Well, I picked up a few more things at Faygate, so let me run through these quickly. So, when I'm listing stuff onto eBay, everything gets a little a label with a SKU number on it, so the SKU number is put into the eBay listing so that when you actually sell it you know where to find it in your inventory. So I just bought some more labels. These are there's 10 sheets and there's 65 per sheet, so it just means I'll be able to put a little SKU number on each item and I'll know where to find it. So I've got one of those, so they're £1. I then picked up, I've been picking up some caps, so it's quite a nice little cap. I don't know. This is an Airwalk. Now Airwalk is very much like I believe it was just like a skateboarding brand. They used to make shoes and trainers and stuff for skateboarding. Don't know if they ever did anything else, but yeah, it's a nice little cap. And inside you can see it actually says Airwalk. So that's a nice little cap I picked up. I then picked up a second cap. Now again, I don't know a great deal about caps at all. Just trying to work out what might be worth something. So this is actually a Darth Vader. A Darth Vader one. This is a Lego. So this is Star Wars and Lego. So I think Star Wars and Lego. You've got two.
Is it a child size or can it adjust up to an adult size?
I don't know. It's actually got a size of 54 centimetres.
But it's got nice Star Wars labels inside.
It is slightly adjustable at the back with Velcro. But yeah, it does have the Star Wars and Lego. Now, I mean, Lego's popular, very popular. Star Wars, very popular. The hat, surely, it's got to be a good seller, I would have thought. That's my guess, anyway.
Well, especially with Christmas coming up.
Now,
it'd make a nice little stocking filler, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Now, we saw our friends Glenn and Tony at Faygate. And they had a couple of items. Well, I mean, I buy jeans. So these are paid up for. Normally I don't pay Actually, this is a pair of Levi's. These are Levi 501s, which I paid £1 for, but they do have a split right there just below the bum.
Yeah, but some have that deliberately, don't
Some
they?
people have that.
It might be worth more because of that split.
Yeah, so I didn't have
those weird people that like.
You know, for people who like distressed jeans and whatever. So anyway, we'll see. I paid £1 for those Levi 501s. I think £1 for those is really good. There was then some other. Now these next ones I paid £2 for.
Is this still at Glen and Tony's
This is
store?
Glen and Tony's store.
And while we're on Glen and Tony's store, can I say thank you very much for my gift? Neil gave it to me when we got back to the car.
Yes.
Yeah, they gave me a case for my GoPro, so thank you very much for that.
Brilliant. This is a pair of Diesel trousers. So I know Diesel are a good brand. And also, what else was it? It was another pair of trousers. Actually, I don't know if this was with Glen and Tony or whether this was someone else. Apparently, these are a good brand. What does that say, Jen?
Contira or something.
I got them as a pair to. I got them as a pair of jeans, pretty much as a case. I've never heard of the brand. It's a brand I need to look up. It's a brand I need to learn. So I bought them as a learning pair. Sometimes it's worth buying learning pairs just so you have to look them up.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then I bought something else. Now initially I thought maybe I would sell these, but actually the condition isn't that great. But I think I would just use them. This is a pair of headphones, and again you probably know that I like the gaming brand Razer. They make laptops, they make anything for gaming really. So I paid £2.50 for these. They are pretty well worn, but I just thought the quality of the sound is probably pretty good from them. So yeah, it's just another headset, which is always good for if I'm editing or something like that, editing film stuff. I want a good pair of headphones to listen to the stuff, so I'm not interfering with what Jan's doing and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought for £2 another.
And you've always had serious headphone envy, haven't you? Because I've got a pair of bows.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's nice to have some good headphones. So for £2.50, not bad, and I think that would probably go into my kit for using for stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they're really quite up to selling.
No,
so,
they're not up to selling.
You know, there's no reason why you shouldn't keep those for yourself if you're going to use them.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was my Saturday. That was my Saturday at Faygate. Now we did go on to
went to the farm.
The farm, yeah.
And then while you were doing your interview with, is it Bex or Becca?
I'm not sure it's either of those.
I can't remember, but
sorry, we've
anyway,
forgotten
hello,
your
if
name.
you're watching,
Hello.
I will look your name up.
We did get your name on the other video. It's just my brain's gone to pot, so just.
And it was a small boot sale. It's quite a new one, but it was really lovely. You know, they've gone over and above to try and get it up to the standards of the bigger ones.
It's
you know,
every
they had
2
the bouncy
weeks,
castle.
not every 1 week though. So.
They had the bouncy castle for the children. They had refreshments.
Yeah.
They had a portaloo there. On the way out, they got chickens, which kind of ran out into the road.
It's very kind of rural.
Well, it's
a rural
farm.
boot. It's a farm boot.
And
yeah.
was it her daughter with the little was it a pony or a donkey?
Oh.
No, it was a pony.
Was it a pony?
It didn't have big ears, so it
No,
must have been a pony. But it was just lovely. You know, the whole feel of it was a lovely day. And, you know, the people that were selling, I recognised one of the sellers from other boot sales. So they're
there was a lady in the corner. I forget where it was. It might be Shoreham. We've seen her.
But most of the sellers, I got the impression, were what I call loft emptiers, you know, just ordinary people having a bit of a clear out. And I only bought 2 things there though. I found this little mug, which is just a nice little bone china mug, because I was thinking that I haven't been picking up very many mugs lately, so
Yeah.
I've put that to...
It does come down to what you see, doesn't it?
Yeah,
really?
and then
if
just
it's
as
not
I was
there.
walking away, I turned back to say something to her, and I saw this on the edge of her table.
That's
and I
rather
thought,
nice.
that to me looks like Port Merion. And I picked it up and she had a price label all over the bottom.
Right.
But she said, that's Port Merion. And
Yeah.
the price label said £3, so
Chester,
I got that little one for £3.
where are you going?
Hello.
What did you buy, Chester? Did you buy anything?
He says, well, what's
No.
for dogs on this table?
Yeah, what's for dogs?
What's any good for dogs? Yeah, so
Yeah, I
can
know.
I move these
Me
out
too.
of the way?
Yeah.
Because that's almost...
Where are you? You're not going on the table.
He doesn't normally do this,
No.
do you, Chester? You don't normally do this. That's
What?
my tea. Got interesting
He
things.
says,
I'm
gonna,
so sorry.
I'm going to sniff them all. They could be mine. Or is it a case of I've lost my bone? Is it in one of the cups?
Yeah, I bought them all a new buffalo horn the
There
other
you
day,
go.
and I think somebody's
that one.
pinched his, which is unusual because he normally goes around, collects everybody's up, and has a little heap of
Where are you going?
his own.
Come on.
Right, Neil,
Yep.
are we on to Sunday yet?
We are on to Sunday, yes.
And in case anyone was wondering, no, we never take our dogs to boot sales because we're so tied up doing the boot sale things that we get up even earlier so that we can do all the doggy stuff before we go out.
So they have their
they're,
breakfast and all that
they're
kind
all
of
sorted
thing.
out before we
Yeah.
go out.
Right, well, can I do my first two things
For Sunday.
for Sunday?
Okay.
Well, as you've probably seen it, obviously, we just said about the caps, but I have been picking up quite a few caps. But what I haven't had up to now is something to actually show them on. So I wanted some polystyrene heads, and they were at Sunday's boot sale. They actually had wigs on them. The person was actually had a load of wigs, and some of them
so they
wigs
weren't
were
actually for sale.
No, they were.
All right.
They were
okay.
for sale, but it was a case of it was the wigs and these, and it's like, well, I'll just want some of these. So as you can see, it'll be ideal for kind of being able to show the full hat with a head round it kind of thing, and you know, I mean, it's not about seeing the thing; it's just about being able to fill the cap out so that it's nicely kind of seen. Yeah, so I've got them for 50p each.
Yeah.
So
Last night when we were on James's coffee pod, he was saying that they cost, how much did he say they are new? About
They can-
£14 or something?
oh, at least a tenner or so, or they
Yeah.
can be. I mean,
More
I think
than
it depends.
50p.
Yeah, it's more than 50p, so that they were worth
So
kind of
that was-
getting.
A bargain.
So that was my first two bits that I got at Hicksted.
Yeah, and my first one, I've got a few keepers here, but my first one is a rather lovely, brand new looking over the door coat rack. Because my son will be moving into his new house, I'm just waiting for a moving date at the moment. And I've got a feeling he's going to need bits and pieces like this, and they tend to be so expensive new, and that was £1. So I picked that up.
Nice, nice. Well,
But I've got a feeling I really like it, so I might keep this one and give him one of our old ones. Because
yeah,
I've
he
got
won't know.
IKEA ones, and that's nicer than the IKEA ones, I think.
So one of the things that I picked up, and yeah, it needs to be brushed off with dog hair. But Halloween is not too far away, so we have this onesie with the skeleton, and it's a luminous, glow in the
I was
dark.
going to say, is it a glow in the dark?
It is. It's a very much a glow in the dark. You can just about see it on the. It's kind of doesn't take much to actually charge this up. So it's a really nice kind of glow in the dark.
Does it absorb daylight, or do you have to plug it in?
No, it doesn't.
Why you said charge it up?
Well, when you use these things, you do actually have to. You put it into sunlight first.
Yeah, that's
So,
why I say.
yeah.
Does it take sunlight?
Yeah,
or
it takes
do-
sunlight. Yeah, and this was actually a top.
Yeah, it's like those glow in the dark stars and things to the ceiling,
Absolutely,
isn't it?
yeah. So this is a top man one. Now I actually paid. I don't normally pay quite as much. I actually paid £4.
Top man.
Yes, top man.
Oh wow!
Yes,
So
top.
it's actually a quality bit of clothing.
It's actually a
with
quality. Yeah,
with a skeleton on.
yeah, yeah. It's actually a
It's not
reasonable
skeleton, is it? It's
skeleton.
skeleton.
Yeah, But anyway, so yeah, it's actually quite a nice.
It's really hard not to say Skellington. And I
Yeah.
did see a greeny glow from it then. I think
Yeah.
it's charging.
Yeah, so it is actually pretty good. Paid £4 for it, and I thought, well, it's almost time for Halloween. It'll be perfectly put on there in time. So yeah, I was really happy with that. I'm say £4. I say, and it's a top man one, so it's a decent. It feels nice.
Yeah,
it's a
probably only got one once last year.
I must confess, I did try it on, and I'm far too lardy.
And he's very partial to a onesie.
I'm very partial to a onesie.
As soon as the weather changed,
I must admit, I did think if it was big enough, I would wear it on whilst riding my electric skateboard. I thought that would look quite cool.
Yeah. If it could go over the top of your padding, but
yeah, with the helmet and whatever, I thought that would work. But it was a case of no, I'm too lardy. What have you got next, Jen?
My next one is a Tigger mug.
That's rather nice. It's a very good Tigger.
I don't think it's
a
It says Disney on the bottom,
Disney.
but I don't know if it's Disney Store or Disney. I can't. The little writing is far too little. What? Because you've got your glasses on.
I've got glasses on, yeah.
Because it could either be Disney Store, Disney theme parks, or licensed to
Made in Thailand.
Yeah, they all are.
Disney based the Warner. No, Winnie the Pooh works. But yeah, no, I can't.
But anyway, it's a Disney.
It's
mug,
nice.
I might already have that one. I've got a feeling that they do these with the relief ones as well.
Yeah.
I think I've got it with the standing out one. But
Right.
But anyway, I paid either 50p or £1. I wrote it in my little pink book, but I'd obviously got to the end of the road before I wrote it down because I've got 50p or £1. I wouldn't have paid more than £1 for it.
No, I got some more trousers. No, these
Trousers.
are trousers. These
Oh
are
no, those are like
shorts.
what do you call it? Shorts from like Swiss.
And they've got the suspenders. And but they are new with tag.
Yeah, what does it say on the tags?
And
That's what I was looking
they are
for.
Pull and Bear.
Oh wow.
Pull and Bear's a reasonable brand. I was trying to see if there's a price.
There's a little bit of I don't know if that's
They are meant to be
intentional distress.
these are
there.
intentional distressed. Yeah, that's intentional. It's got it here as well. Consider it's new with tags. They are.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so Pull and Bear with suspenders.
Although we've got a tent in the garage that we've never used that's got a hole in the cover.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Never know. Well, they're going to be sold as distressed. But anyway, yeah, I think I picked them up for like £1. And I thought, well, new with tags, that's got to be good. So that was good. And then, what else have you got, Jen?
I got a pair of green mugs. These are Queens. So we're back to the finer china again. These are Covent Garden Market. And I do like to pick up mugs in pairs. I think they're both exactly the same there.
Yeah.
Not different ones from a set, but a bit grim inside. But not grim as in somebody's just finished a drink and decided to sell them. Bit grim as in stored in the shed or something.
Right, yeah.
But they're in nice condition. And I paid, what did I pay for those? Green mugs were £1. £1 for the pair.
Excellent.
So 50p each.
Well, my next item, Jan's getting my area clogged up and can't see for.
I'm just spreading.
Spreading. Yeah, who does the spread? Okay, it's me.
Who bought the table?
True. Let's not go there. Yeah, so when was it I fixed your computer? Because Jan's computer...
Oh, Friday.
Friday. So Jan's computer died.
Last week I came down, turned it on and as a doornail. It did nothing at all.
Yep.
And my whole life at that point completely collapsed because I do everything on the iMac. And it just meant that I had to go over to use my phone. Well, I had an eBay, I think it was the paperweight going out or something.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do it all from my phone. All of a sudden eBay's saying, well, you don't normally do it from this device. Who are you? And it's like, well, it's me, but I don't like your password, but it's the one I always use.
Anyway.
And, you know, then onto the laptop and everything just went from bad to worse. But Neil...
I had a look and it said... had a little look at YouTube, and I was initially thinking, because when I plugged it in and tried turning it on, nothing happened at all. It was completely dead. So I wondered whether it was an internal fuse. So I started looking up on YouTube to see if there was an internal fuse. Turns out there isn't.
Shall I take the screen off and start... And I said, well, should we just take it to the repairman that you went to with yours?
Yeah.
No, I'll do this. I'll do it really carefully. And then we have the whole discussion about, well, if you take out any screws, can you have a little bowl on the table to put the screws in so they won't get... No, I'm a tradesman. I don't do that.
So anyway, I looked up, found out that it was probably the power supply internally on the iMac. And I then went on to eBay and put in the model number and that, and found the power supply. And then... yeah, it actually came on Friday, and I was able to take this. First of all, you take the glass out, which is actually only magnetically held in the actual, and then you have about 8 screws on the screen. Take that off, swap the power supply over, put it all back together again, and
he
it
did
worked.
Initially say he was going to film himself doing it, and I said, "Do you want to borrow my head harness for your GoPro?" He doesn't use GoPro. You use a
DJI Osmo Action.
Same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he said no.
I
decided
decided that actually, because it was Jan's computer, I needed to take all care into actually repairing it.
Whereas I wanted evidence.
rather than, you know, and having both hands free and not worrying about am I getting a shot or whatever, and just concentrating on the computer and repairing it.
Whereas I would have thought with the head harness.
Yeah,
what
no,
do you call
I
it?
just.
It's not a harness. What do you call it when you put it on your head?
I don't know, but it anyway, I didn't.
All my words are just.
I didn't
out
want
of my
to do
head
it. This
today.
is a very long story to try and say that I broke one of the screwdriver heads that is a star head. Actually, kind of broke on it because it was of poor quality screwdriver head.
What was it? One of those things you bought at Boots?
So yeah, it was probably. But this is a 151 screwdriver set.
For doing mobile phones.
Doing mobile phones. Now the only thing is, and normally it's about 15-16 quid, but it has a piece missing. So, and it isn't the piece that I needed replacing.
So you can take that piece from the other one that you just wrecked, maybe.
Well, no, I'm just going to start using this. But it also has, I mean, these are levers and stuff. These are for lifting screens and prying things. This was what Jan was saying about. This is actually a magnet holder for screws, and stops the screws going everywhere.
But you didn't have one of those when you were doing.
I didn't, no. And then on this side, you've got your screwdriver.
Because I'm a great believer in having a little dish next to you, so if you, whatever you're doing, whether you're taking the bottom of the hoover off or whatever it is, put all the screws in. But he won't, and one time he did my hoover and now it's only got 4 screws instead of 5.
You're not supposed to know that. Anyway, swiftly moving on, what did you get next?
Where was I up to? I did the green...
That was £3, by the way.
Yeah, the same lady that I got those 2 from. She had a set of Denby cup and saucers.
Oh, nice.
Denby Blue Dawn.
Do you want me to do that?
Well, it's only to show the...
well, it's a Denby Blue Dawn, but here we go. See the Denby Blue Dawn on the...
And it's got this pretty little flower on it. And there are 4 cups and 3 saucers.
Nice.
But I bought some Denby cup and saucers a week or so back,
Yeah.
and I've got a spare saucer, which may or may not match, but it'll be the same
style.
It'll be the same as this one, but maybe a different colour.
Yeah.
But I do have this exact teapot that I bought in the charity shop last year. So these
Right.
cup and saucers matched with the teapot will make a nice set.
Sounds good.
And I got the Denby 4 cups, 3 saucers for £2, which I thought was very good.
Nice. Well, I then started to pick up some cameras. Now I'm well aware, you know, I love picking up cameras. The thing is, I'm well aware that there are some people who shoot around and grab them before I do. And instead of, you know, because I'm trying to do this as a full-time kind of thing, can't rely on cameras when somebody else can run around and grab them first. So for example, like the jeans and stuff, there's always other stuff. Just because there's ideal things that you want to pick up, if they're not there and you need stock to sell, you've got to find something else to sell. So I'm not getting overly stressed. I like picking up cameras when I see them, but I'm trying not to get overly stressed if there just aren't any, because you never know what people are going to bring. So, but anyway, this is a Samsung.
Nice condition.
Yeah.
Actually, very nice condition.
So this is a Fino.
Yeah, Fino 140S.
Fino 140S. And I have no idea what this one's worth. I'm hoping it could be 20 or 30 quid. It might be worth a lot more. It still has the film in them. I really like it when they still have a film in them, because it's brilliant for film testing. I can actually run the film through it and check that it does everything it's supposed to. I just don't develop them.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Samsung actually got into doing cameras. They used to make cameras for the US military,
right?
And they would take I can't remember which brand of camera it was at the time, but they would take that top brand and then remake it but better.
Yeah.
And that's how they kind of got into.
Now, I'm not sure.
I mean, that's product knowledge from 30 odd years
Yeah.
ago.
I'm not sure. This case that it came in might be binned. It is just black stuff is coming off everywhere.
Yeah.
There's just black specks. So I may well bin the case, or see if it will rub up or wash up, and see. It might just
Or as
disintegrate.
it's a Samsung case, if I were you, I would say there is a case, but the case is in poor condition.
Yeah.
You know, sell the camera and say, I'll include the case, but the case itself is in poor condition and you might want to buy a new one.
Yeah, something like that. We'll see.
That's what I would
Because
do.
the black's just coming off. So anyway, there was that one. So that was I don't remember the prices on these. There's the next one. Actually, I'm going to do my next one. Well, you got.
Oh, well, my next one
What's
is
your next one?
another pair of mugs. These are just ordinary. They're Rayware, but they're just ordinary.
Rayware. Do we know? Well, I've heard of Rayware. You used to say about it. What?
It's just a company that makes pottery.
Fair enough.
These are just kind of ordinary mugs that they say fruit tea. Two the same.
Yeah.
Nothing special about them. They're not fine china. They're not
No.
bone china. They're
But
just.
they would still sell okay. Probably.
I've never sold this type of mug before, so I wouldn't know.
Fair
We are
enough.
soon to find out. Well, not soon. I've got such a backlog. Ask me in a year or two if I ever sold them.
If you ever sold them, yeah. Yeah, to sell them you have to list them first.
This is true.
So my next camera, I saw this case. It's quite a nice case, very clean. Oh, that's good, because I did actually speak to somebody else, and they said, "Oh, somebody's been round and got has been round and got a load of cameras." But anyway, there was this case, and I thought that's good. It was probably just a case, which I would pick up the case. The case is worth picking up for a cheap amount, but it did actually have. This is a very nice little camera, and this is actually the Well, it's a Sony G. I did write the actual serial number down, but the thing that I really liked about it is it does actually have a hot shoe mount on the top as well. But this is actually quite a see if I can find it. It's something like
a vlogging camera.
It could be.
Although having said that, the screen doesn't open out, does it?
No, but no, the
like
screen. Yeah,
where
the screen doesn't open out, but it's got a 30 times optical zoom. It does it connects to the Wi-Fi. I think it's something like a 20 megapixel.
It's a nice little camera.
It is a nice. To be honest, I was actually thinking, do I actually want to sell it, or actually? Oh, as you can see,
that is the problem with being resellers, is that so much of the stuff you pick up because you know that it's a lovely thing, and then it never gets resold.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, this is a really nice little camera. Now I paid £8 for it. I have looked it up.
And that was a lot for you.
For me, that is a lot.
Camera.
I mean, well, I picked up one before with for £10.
Oh, that.
But
that wasn't an Olympus, was it?
No,
no.
This was no. This was a really good camera with the that connected to the satellites at Faygate. I paid £10.
Does Faygate have satellites?
But the camera picks up the satellites, and then. But anyway. So I've looked at that, and they go anywhere from 50 quid to about 140 quid, depending on whether these are sold on auction or buy it nows. So I will probably be putting it up for about 125, something like that. If it ever gets listed. We'll see. And then also another one. This is quite a nice little case. This is a GEM case, but this is just a case. But again, these just the cases will sell for like 6 quid. I think I picked it up for 50p. Don't think there's anything else actually in it. Although that feels like there's something in that. What's that? Oh, it's brand new. Is that brand new? It still has the foam in it. So yeah, just a really nice little case. Camera cases are worth picking up.
Yeah.
But they do sell, especially when they're in that kind of brand new condition. So yeah, that is the end of my Sunday stuff.
Is it really?
That is.
I've got a ton of stuff. You wouldn't let me in.
Oh no, I'm just saying, that's the end of my Sunday stuff.
We got another one that may never get sold. This is a cheese baker that I got for 50p. And we're rather partial to a baked camembert, aren't we?
Yeah.
And so...
Well, we'd rather like cheese,
and
to be honest.
I mean,
cheese is one of our...
Yeah, so...
nice things. We do like cheese. That's rather nice.
Little cheese baker. I would never have picked it up if it didn't say cheese baker on it. Because I would have thought, well, what's the point of that? But now I know what the point is.
The thing is, you know, you can get really told off by eBay if you sell something that doesn't work. So
we need to try it out.
We have to try it out first and make sure it works.
Because I have seen a different one from this that comes with like a little stand that once it comes out the oven, you put it on the stand with the tea light underneath, and it just keeps it
warm,
gooey.
Isn't that like a?
Keeps it all gooey and cheesy for dipping. Crusty bread,
and maybe a little bit of extra virgin oil and balsamic vinegar. And looks like I'm going to the shops. No, that's really nice. That's really cool.
Yeah,
spreading more.
Pardon?
You're spreading. Look,
I know.
Just spread.
I know. It's just
amazing,
isn't it?
Come on.
And then by this time, I think I've just about bumped into you, and we were kind of walking down together, weren't we? And all the way around the boot sale, I've been seeing Costa stuff.
Yeah.
Costa mugs, cups. And I've just caught up with you, and there were these two. A big. Do you want to? It's actually really heavy.
It is heavy. Yes, that is a nice little double-handed. But can you imagine? I mean, that's got some weight to it.
Well,
and
you'd need two hands, because by the time you put
the drink in it as
there,
well. But it just feels like
it feels like winter.
Sit by the fire with your hot chocolate and just kind of
with your onesie
maybe
on.
dump the onesie on.
So I picked up that one and
That's nice.
this one they were 50p each, so £1 the pair. But I'm giving this one to Neil because it's got ever so slightly little.
No, it's
I
not
don't know if it's a chip or a
There's
flaw
some
around the edges.
there's a little flaw just there.
Well, anyway, you can have that one for
But
onesie days.
That's my onesie days and my hot chocolate.
And I mean, they're
And
not worth a
Vicky's
lot
for
anyway.
done.
I think this is worth about £5. But what I did pass up were a couple of the collapsible ones, and they sell for about reusable collapsible ones.
Got ya.
And they sell for about £15, and I just didn't pick them up. So more for me.
Cool.
I shall know for next time.
Right, I've just got to jump over the back of the sofa so I can let Chester out into the hallway.
Okay, so that was 2 Costa mugs, and then yeah, still got more stuff from Sunday. I found a Christmas mug, which is
Monday was a better day for me. Well, no, I say better day. I got more, but obviously the camera. I was very happy with that camera. So
I mean that's just got its shop label on it, so I've got no idea who made it.
it's very Christmassy.
It's a nice large Robin Christmas mug.
Yeah.
And that was 50p.
50p?
So I picked up that one.
Nice.
And then I saw these, and only because they feel quite thick, although they do say on the bottom fine china.
Oh.
So they're not bone china, but they're fine china.
Yeah.
And there were 4 of them spread out on the table, and I asked how much, and she said 20p each. I said, well, I'll take the whole set. So I got the whole set for 80p.
It's interesting that they would sell. It'd be interesting that they would actually be willing to sell a set separately.
Well, maybe because one of the mugs that I've picked up's got a flaw on the bottom, but it's obviously not one of these. But anyway, these are the Farmyard, Jennifer Rose Gallery, copyright Lesser and Pavey from Leonardo.co.uk, fine china. But I thought, well, those as a set of 4 are going to be worth more than one on its own. So
yeah,
I've got those 4. Then it got exciting because I have to use a walker, which I also use to carry my purchases in.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get all
the stuff out.
And I normally have a wicker basket sat on the seat so that I can put things in it, then lift it off really quickly so I can sit down when I need to. But then I spy this laundry basket, which is bigger than any of the baskets that I've got.
Yeah.
I've just got rubbish in at the moment. And she wanted £3 for it, so I pimped my ride for £3.
For £3.
And all day Monday, people were commenting on what a fantastic idea it was, and
yeah,
so I've got my extra space in there.
Brilliant.
Having bought the basket, I then found a teapot which I spotted. This is a C&M, which is Clokey and Man something. I'm not sure if it's Manford or Manfield, but it's a vintage teapot. I wasn't going to get any, and I said to her, oh, it's actually really clean. Oh, but if you have a look that way, I won't be able to show you because it's inside the spout. Can you see if the light catches it? It's stained in the spout.
Stained in the spout, yeah.
So I've got some work to do cleaning that bit up. And she said she wanted £1 for it, and I said 50p. I'll go on then. So I was happy to walk away at £1, but Yeah, so the teapot collection's grown by another one. And then lastly, I spied at a distance this box that says, if I turn it that way you can see it without the label, 4-tier spice rack. And just as I'm going at my top speed, which is actually very slow, another woman got straight in front of me, started pulling it out. The guy said it's brand new, it's never been up, and you know, when you have a look, it's still got its little bag with the screws and raw plugs and things. And he said, yeah, £3. I said, will you take 2? And he said, no, it's brand new. And she walked away at £2, and I said, I'll take it for 3. Because I've been looking for, well, I've been meaning to get one of these. So it's something that I wanted. It's a keeper and a good price. And I looked them up online, and that was about £16.
Superb.
So that's a good price for that. So that is all my Sunday things. So now, Sunday I spent a grand total of £15.30.
Brilliant. Now, how many bits did you get on Monday?
Monday, oh, let's have a look. I paid the entry, so we won't count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and the ice creams.
Excellent. Superb.
Would you like to show them your ice cream?
My ice cream is just there. Okay, so this is the Monday stuff, which was back at Sayers Common.
Are you going to join this one on to?
Yeah, it's not going to be a separate film. It's going to be the same.
Right, so I don't need to say hello again.
No.
But hello again if you've left the room and come back.
Yeah, so we're now looking at the Monday.
Took a wee break or something.
We're now looking at the Monday stuff that we picked up at Sayers Common.
Yeah,
which
so
was
it's same boot sale as we went to
same
on
boot
Sunday,
sale,
but just a different day.
Different day.
And I hadn't checked to see what time it was or anything, but I just thought we'd gone on Sunday and we were so early that there was only 2 rows of cars in the field.
Yeah.
Nobody had even put their tables up yet, and it just seemed ridiculous getting there so early when nobody's even got anything out of the boot yet. So Monday I said, let's have a bit of a slower start.
And it turns out they started later.
Yeah, and by the time we got there, there were more cars in the field, but I started at the end of the field where the last cars had arrived, and they were still putting their tables out. Anyway, so... But it was just a more relaxed feel. It wasn't quite as busy, not quite as many buyers. It was just nice.
It was nice.
A nice slow wander round. It wasn't as manic, was it?
No. Okay, so do you want to start with your first item?
Well, these caught my eye because we've been in the shop looking for some of these a couple of days ago. Well, last week, was it? Or it was quite recently. But these are just fridge drawers, and I'd watched Carla's video on her new fridge and saw her.
Nice little handle.
It's only a plastic drawer.
Yeah.
But I'd seen Carla's fridge with all her lovely perspex, and I had serious fridge envy, so I wanted to get some.
So who's Carla?
Carla Jenkins.
Carla Jenkins?
She's a reseller.
Right.
And if you heard her, you'd know her, because I'm
course I
always
would.
playing her videos.
Yeah, I know, but I'm always busy working. So
So I got these 2. They're keepers.
Right.
Which I paid for them. They were fridge
I'm going to
drawers.
put them over there.
£2 for the pairs, and I know that's a good £10 worth in the shop. So quick wash up, and they're good as new.
Right. So I picked up 41 pairs of jeans. I'm just going to go through every single one of them step by step. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Look, there's.
It's going to go through
jeans.
at least 39 of
jeans.
them. Oh,
41 pairs of them.
I think they're shorts or no.
Oh, some of them are shorts. They're just cut-offs.
They're just really bad.
Yeah, I'm not actually going through the jeans.
Frayed.
There's 41 pairs of jeans.
Although they don't look to me as though they're frayed through wear. They look as though they've been deliberately frayed.
They probably have. They're probably. Anyway, I wasn't actually going to go through. There was 41 pairs of jeans. And if you would like a separate film all about the jeans I got, comment down below, let me know. I think probably most people are going to go, no thank you, they're just jeans. Excellent. On to the next stuff.
Or something.
Yeah.
Well, the same lady that I bought the fridge drawers from, I've been picking these up throughout the year because They're just the keep your drinks hot for 12 hours, cold for 24 hours. But they have been such a
brilliant
godsend
for going around
haven't
the
they?
boot sales, having a nice cold. I mean, it's been quite hot at some of them, you know, and having a nice cold drink at a boot sale is just like, oh.
But I do find sometimes we go to put fresh water in them and it's like, where's your bottle? Where it's probably under the seat in the car or something. So I thought it wouldn't hurt to have another one
few
or
more,
two.
yeah.
And I saw this one and the lady wanted 50p for it. So I thought, well, because they started off at pennies at the beginning of the year and then they went up to, you know, people were asking £5 for a second-hand one and it's like, no.
Yeah, but
got that
get,
one for 50p.
You get that anyway. You get that. I mean, I go to stalls and it's like there's a Denim Co pair of jeans and someone still wants £3 or £4 for them.
Do you want to show that pattern? It's kind of purpley wood grain.
Wherefore, on some of those jeans I picked up yesterday, it was a case of 5 pairs for £1.
And I also thought with these, because I like my tea very hot, but I can't drink a mugful quick enough, so it goes cold on the way down. I thought maybe I might even start,
well, especially as it gets colder, definitely put in a nice...
having some tea in there and then just swigging it hot, maybe. Who knows? But I got that one, and then I thought, well, now I've bought me one, I'm going to have to look out for him.
Because she's very kind like that.
Because we have to have one each.
Yeah, we have to have one each.
A few tables up. It wasn't in the box. This was sat on the side.
Yeah, my name isn't Richard.
And I said, how much do you want for your water bottle, Richard? And he said, oh, £1 or 50p, or I said, well, I'll take it for 50p. And he said, would you like the box for it? It's brand new.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, a really nice bottle, and it really doesn't matter that it says Richard. I really don't care that much. It's fine. It could say anything. Who cares? It's a nice water bottle. Thank you.
Well, because it says Richard, you'll know that it's yours.
Yep.
So excellent. We've now got 3 each. So if we do look, and you know, because we use 2 cars, you know, if one gets under the seat in one car or the other car, because I've got no idea where my bluey one is at the moment. That's probably in a car because I haven't seen it in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, now we've got spares. So, or of course, if we go out and we've got somebody come with us, then we can take water to them as well.
Now I've got to be careful with these.
Oh, is that a pair of jeans going on?
It's not a pair of jeans. Alright, I wasn't going to mention these.
Can you hear that? Something's playing a little tune.
I wasn't going to mention these straight away. I picked up these, the Bop It Tetrises, and as you can see, they're working. The batteries are still in them.
Can you? I suppose you can't really turn the sound off because you'd need to know what they're saying to know what to do, wouldn't you?
Yes. See, it's going to sleep. If it's inactive for a while, it'll turn itself off and go to sleep. I wasn't necessarily going to pick these up, but I saw 2 of them sat there and they were £1 each, and it's like, well, they sell for 10 to 15 quid, so why not? So
because I know Tess, who does some reselling as well, on her channel, she said that she picks them up and they're great for kids on a long car ride.
Yeah.
But hearing that, I'm thinking, I might have to leave the kids in labour. I don't know if I could listen to that all the way to
However, they also had another one that I didn't pick up. It was still a Bop It, but it was like a grey with a round disc. And I actually saw 2 of them at the boot sale, and I didn't even bother looking them up because I just didn't think. But I think it's like a DJing kind of game to kind of. But anyway, I decided not to pick them up. Maybe I should look up and see how much they actually are. Apparently, it's the forget what the weird shapey one is that I've got. Has a round bit in the middle.
No idea.
But apparently they sell the best. But anyway, I picked those up. They were £1 each, and that was it really. On to you.
And next I picked up a little 50p teapot, mainly because occasionally if you get them, then one might have a damaged lid or a damaged spout, so I thought, well, I could always use it for spares.
Yeah.
This actually, I thought it was a Price and Kensington. It isn't, it's Sadler.
Right, Sadler good?
It's still a reasonable make, but it's just a little two cup teapot, 50p.
Excellent. So I actually picked up...
I had resisted for, what was it, all day Saturday, and I think I picked up one on Sunday, so only one on Monday, so only 2 teapots over the whole weekend. So
see,
I'm doing well.
Teapots Anonymous.
Gradually weaning myself
off the tea. Well, anyway, I bought some boots. Thought these would look quite reasonable. Outdoory kind of style boots. They are at a...
That's not the brand that you bought that where these bits
no,
came
it's
off,
not.
is it?
It's not. These are a UK size 13, and it's a Gelert, G-E-L...
Gelert or something. I don't know how they
G-E-L-E-R-T. But yeah, I mean, the tread and that looks not...
They look new, don't
they? Look. I mean, they've been worn, but they're not.
But not a lot.
Not a lot. So, I think I paid about £3 for those. So they should be pretty good. Now I have to watch when I put these back down that Echo does not grab my boots, because she does like to run around with a shoe and chew them.
And I blame the owners.
Yeah. What's next?
So I've had my teapot, haven't I? So what else did I get? My friend had asked me to pick her up a small wooden chopping board if I saw one, and all day Saturday and Sunday I've been looking and didn't see a thing, and then I saw this cheese board.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, that might do.
Oh, I'll go let Chester out again. Back over the sofa.
I thought that might do, so I picked that one up for £1. It's actually a nice little board. It's got all cheese and fromage and things engraved into it. And the little cheese knives, there's magnets on there to hold them all in place except for that one that's...
Is that a different kind of...
that's a slightly different... I think maybe this one is a substitute, and
right.
Maybe the correct one's gone missing and that one's been...
bit different.
But that one's for brie. Yeah, these don't have any kind of... I don't know what they're for. I just hack my cheese.
It's a cheese board, but anyway. But that's going to Nikki, isn't it?
Yeah, that was £1.
Nice. On mine next, I've got another pair of shoes, and I thought these look
they're pretty
really
decent,
new,
aren't they?
yeah. And is that a brand? These are I think these are size 10s.
And they're kind of leather, aren't they?
Kind of like a leathery kind of...
Are they leather or are they
good.
vegetarian?
I don't know. They feel pretty leather, but anyway, I mean, they're good. I mean,
Does it say on the label?
I think they're good. When I asked how much, they're a size 10. And when I said how much, she said 50p.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're next.
Oh, they're next.
That's what it says inside.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
next. Yeah, next.
So these
I don't know if you can read that.
Yeah, these are a next boot, and they're size 10s, and anyway, yeah. So I think they're quite good, and literally, say, the guy was selling I then had a really good look to see what else he had. I think I got some more of the jeans and that, because everything he was just selling for 50p.
Yeah, there's a little bit of wear on the heel, but not a huge amount, is
I think
there?
that's partially the
partially the design.
that is
it?
the design, actually.
Yeah, because those lines there haven't worn off, have they?
No. So when that's you know, I'll give the soles and that a good clean up, and making them look really good. But yeah, 50p. They've got to be at least 20 quid, I would imagine, if not closer to 35.
And coming into winter months when people are going to need things, it's a good time to be buying them. And,
I think I did rather well on those.
Yeah.
moving on to jam.
Oh, having picked up the cheese board from the same people,
Now,
they had this. Now Neil doesn't think, because Neil had said to me, if you see a Lazy Susan, I want one.
I want a Lazy Susan, yeah.
And so got this, and it says platter revolving cheese serving, and this is a cheese board that looks as though it goes with something.
The reason I don't think
it came together.
This one actually says made in Italy. This one actually on the bottom says made in Thailand. So
But sometimes if you've got wood and ceramic,
maybe,
they might come, you know, one factory might buy the other one.
But I don't actually need this bit. I want this bit because where I showed you earlier the head, for the hats I want to be able to put the head on the hats on there, or for example, I want to be able to put the shoes on. And then
put the shoes like that.
No, I didn't want them like that, but.
And then you can take.
Jan would photograph them like that. However, I would photograph them like that. But anyway,
whatever.
So you can do. I can do the photos front on, off to the side, back, head down, whatever. So, but you can do your different shots of stuff, and especially with like the hats and stuff like that. It's just really good to have a little turntable to be able to do photos. Makes it a lot quicker than having to change it all the time. Just spinning them around to the next position is actually going to be quite a good time saver. So, so yes, thank you very much
that
for
was
finding
£1.
that. Which is brilliant.
And then you can,
yeah, I'm not
you
sure.
can sell the cheese plate.
Yeah. But anyway, that's really good. That's exactly what I was after. So that's absolutely brilliant. My next bits I'm going to do in 3. I put them all at the same time. It was really sunny yesterday, and I didn't have any sunglasses. And there was this person selling 3 lots of sunglasses, and
they go with your yellow cap.
They go with my yellow cap, so I quite like these ones, and these are quite nice. I quite like the wraparoundy kind of.
Yeah, you've always picked out that style.
The wraparoundy kind of style. It's just kind of the style I like. So these are all £1 each, and the other thing is, it's good to have. You know, I go and do a post on the one wheel, and I also ride the electronic mountain board. And it's good to have some sunglasses to stop the flies getting in your eyes. Unfortunately, this one, by the time I got it home, this one, the arm had fallen off. So that might
cheap
just
and cheerful.
That one's a bit cheap and cheerful. That's just going to kind of head off, probably end up in the bin.
Yeah, I don't think there's any fixing that, is there? It's not like a screw's come out, the plastic has actually snapped off.
But I say they were £1. So, and then there was this pair.
And did you say they were £1 each?
These were
£1.
No, these were £1 each. But yeah, little pair like that.
Sometimes things don't last.
Well, £1, it's like they don't last that well for £1. I mean,
yeah, I've
that's
just been
fine.
so glad this summer that I dug out my prescription sunglasses, because I was getting so fed up last year of you sort of turn around a corner and then somebody will have a mirror or something silver and you're blinded as you walk around the boot sale.
In fact,
it's been so much easier.
This one for this actually,
Nike case.
It's a Nike little. So I might actually be able to sell.
Or a fake Nike case.
It might be a fake Nike. I don't know.
It possibly is.
I don't know if they're actually supposed to be Nike, but.
No, they're not. They've got a different.
But anyway.
BT Win or something, but.
But yeah, so it's 3.
But it's still
3 pairs of sunglasses. So I was quite happy to pick those up, and to be honest, it made a big difference. Actually, going around the boot sale, not having the glare of the sun, actually made it easier to actually see things on the tables without the glare, without the sun.
Well,
so
that's
it
what I was saying, yeah.
So yeah.
you're on to a win already.
On to a win already. So that was all good. What did you get next, Jen?
I picked
oh,
up
I
a
like
cookie
this
jar.
one.
Now, his head doesn't sit in any way tight, but it's gorgeous little aviator type of teddy, isn't he? He's got his little goggles on, he's got his little ear flaps, and a
little
cap on.
little cap.
Yeah, a little cap on top. He's just a sweet little thing. It's such a shame that the head doesn't sit well.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter which way you put it on, it's still a little
Just
bit
trying to work out what it is that he's sat
rattly.
between. It looks like it's supposed to be wood.
I have no idea. He's got his I don't know if you can see, he's got his little pink shorts on.
Shall I hold him closer?
Well, should we take the head off before it falls and smashes? Yeah, hold it.
Oh, I was going to...
Yeah, it looks like he's on some sort of wood thing. I don't know what it is he's supposed to be sat on. And he's actually got on the bottom, this is, oh, it says Leonardo.
Leonardo, good.
Well, picking up a lot of things that say Leonardo.
Can I put him with his head on? I wanted to...
Wanted to play with my
I
bear.
wanted to play with your bear. Pretty much. So, I mean, he's a really nice kind of bear. So yeah, he's pretty lovely, I think. I'm holding him directly here. You'll see this. I'm holding him here because I'm probably going to use that as the thumbnail, and that's why I wanted our heads to be nicely in between him, so he shows up nicely as a thumbnail. Yeah. So that'll be why.
He was £1.50.
Brilliant.
And nicely, he doesn't feel dirty. You know, so many times you pick up cookie jars and they're like, oh,
yeah, you're saying,
I
need to wipe my hands afterwards and all that lot.
But he actually feels, I'll wash him anyway, but he feels reasonably clean. I think he's got, I don't know if that's...
No, I don't know that is a chipper, I don't, so...
Well, I should just photograph it.
Yeah. So my next little pickup is just a little camera. This is a Canon. This is one of the Advantex films again.
Oh, is it a 35mm?
No, it's a Advantex film. I've just said.
Oh. Isn't that 35mm?
No, it isn't. It's yeah, let's show the camera first. Yeah, so it takes the little Advantex. I think is that the to open the film thing. There we go.
Oh,
do a ping.
Ping.
Yeah, it's just a little cartridge Advantex film that goes in there. I only paid £1 for it, which is pretty good. I just think it's a nice little camera. It'll probably only sell for about... I'll be lucky if I get £10–12. The Advantex don't go for a lot. But even if it was like eight quid, it's a Canon.
Yeah, and
so
that makes a difference, doesn't it? The name
we just have to have a look, really. See how it goes. So that was that one.
And you might want... Are you done?
No, I've got some tops to show and some hats, and I'm going to show all the hats.
One by one?
One by one, you're going to get to see all the hats. Get the tea.
This might take
so
a
shall
while.
I go for the hats next, or are you going to do one of yours?
Well, I was just going to say, I saw this mug sat there. It had something in it. I don't know what it was, but it looked rather pretty. And I was going to say to you, do you want to show it to the camera? Because I can't reach, and it's got a very fine pattern on it.
Has, doesn't it?
It's just a really, really pretty mug.
Just with the light shining on there.
When you turn it over, I don't know if you'll be able to see it at all. It's Monsoon.
Denby.
Yeah, it's Monsoon Home Denby.
Do you want me to show that one bit?
I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's very. The colour of the print on the bottom is very difficult to see.
Yeah, nice.
But I saw that, and that one was £1.
Excellent.
But I just thought it's so pretty. I'd be tempted to keep that if I didn't have a cupboard full of mugs already.
Yeah.
But it will go into my stock, and then when I've broken a few, you never know. It
You
might
never know.
appear
It
in the
might.
cupboard.
Well, why not? Right, moving on. So I bought some hats, and I'm just going to go through these quite quickly. Bought this O'Neill hat. Again, all of these would have been about £1. There's an O'Neill hat, and it's got the O'Neill stuff inside.
It's already been wearing it, and it's got dog hair on it.
I might kind
Neil.
of. Well, yeah, I know. Anyway, there's an O'Neill hat. Then there's a this would be leather hat, I think. Is that leather? That'd be a leather one, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
Suede.
Suede, yeah. So suede is leather. Doesn't seem to be any mark or makers or anything inside. But,
actually, I might have paid.
But it does look quite small. Oh, hang on. What does this say?
The
original Rogue.
Handcrafted.
Yeah, you'll have to.
Yeah. So
look
I think I might have paid £2 for that, but I think these could be 20-odd quid when you buy them new or more.
I would imagine so.
So anyway, picked up one of those. Moving on. Next we have a Winnie the Pooh mug. A mug. Winnie the Pooh cap.
It's been a long weekend.
It's been a long weekend. Winnie the Pooh cap. It's a Disney store one.
A little bit grubby.
Little bit grubby.
Actually, quite a lot grubby. But
some of these I might actually trial at actually putting in the wash. I don't know.
I don't know if you can put them in the washing machine though, because I don't know if the facing in there would. It depends whether that's got cardboard in it or some sort of.
Yeah, I'm going to look up how to. I will ask on the Mentor and Grip. How do you clean caps?
Yeah. It says 100% cotton, but it's got no washing instructions in it.
Anyway, that was that one. Moving on. This is another cap. This one is actually new with tag, and the price actually is it's got a price tag of £21.50 one size. It's the next one. I've got quite a few caps I picked up. I've got another one. Literally just going to show them pretty quick. We've got a Universal Studios one.
Yeah, those last two were gear, weren't they?
Yeah. This is a
gear for sports.
Universal Studios actually has Universal Studios inside. Then we have.
But £21.50. Do people really pay £21.50 for a hat? To be
honest, they pay a lot more, and some hats of the American ones are worth hundreds and thousands. Yeah, believe it or not. So you never know quite what you're picking up. Another little cap. And the thing is, some of these could have come. I mean, some of these. Well, I mean, obviously Universal Studios. That's got to be from America. So
yeah.
Then we have like NYPD.
New York Police Department.
And it says City of New York. So. Has City
I've
of New York in there.
Now.
What?
Christmas in what's it called? Fairy Tale of New York.
Yeah.
And the NYPD choir is singing Galway Bay, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day. I won't sing it to spare you.
No. Grant, LA one, and that is a new era. Sorry, cap youth. We then have this one. I don't think this is a particularly nice one.
Ain't no way.
Wifey.
Ain't no wifey. Ain't no wifey.
Yeah, I don't know what that's.
Or is that what American women wear? This is carbon original headwear. Oh, I don't know. This one does have washing instructions. Oh, this is hand wash only. Don't do anything else to it. Don't stick it in the washing machine. Don't iron it. Don't tumble dry it.
Yeah. It's a little bit grubby.
It's very grubby, but if you can wash it carefully by hand.
The thing is, you get some grubby ones and you try them, and then we know for another one.
I quite like that one.
Yeah, it's very stars. This is
old by the look of it.
Quite old.
So,
okay, let's move those over there. think that might be to do with a footballer or something, Freddie. I don't know. A red cap.
Yeah, if
Freddie.
you know anything about that one, can you let us know in the comments? We don't follow sports at all, so we've got no idea.
You've got Monster Energy drink one.
Well, I say we don't follow sports. Follows canoeing, because that was his sport.
Yeah. Got an animal one. Animal brand, which is quite cool.
And you follow kind of mountain boarding type things, don't
Yeah,
you?
mountain boarding. Yeah.
To do with that, but we don't follow
It's
football
got a
or
camouflage one.
you've got quite a lot there, haven't you?
And then there's another NY one.
Oh, that's just New York, isn't
New York, yeah. But some of the, I mean, some of the previous ones I've picked up, there were a couple that were worth about 45 quid.
Yeah.
A lot of these might sell for 10 or 15 pounds, and if I'm picking them up for a pound, then they're worth picking up. So is that a way of doing it? Is it?
Yeah, if you see them in the shops, they'll all be stacked up like that with
I didn't know.
back folded into.
See, I really don't know enough about caps. Jan said start picking up caps, so I did.
Well, only because other people do, and they wouldn't pick them up if there wasn't.
Absolutely. So
market
you said
for
start
them.
picking them up, so I started picking them up, which is
And
good.
you know, you needed to venture out into other things because
Absolutely.
you can't just rely on cameras forever.
No.
You'd started picking up jeans and clothing.
Having a knowledge
So-
of stuff to pick up and what
And the
could
big
be
thing
worth.
to me was what I call real estate.
Yeah.
You know, we've run out of space and caps. I mean, how many caps have you got in your hand there?
I don't know. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Got about 15 caps there.
So you think of the amount of space that 15 caps, especially if they're folded up and put away properly,
And that could be 15 quid's worth of.
compared to
That could be 15
15
quid
pairs of
to
jeans.
buying them, and that could be 150 quid's worth of stuff there. So yeah, I think that's worth kind of picking up. Moving on to more of Jan's stuff. What else have you got?
Oh, my next one is a paperweight.
I
Very,
like
very,
that
very
one.
pretty. Do you want to show it?
I would.
It's a Caithness snow trail.
I mean, that's really nice. I really like that one. And then you
And it's
just
kind
about
of
see. You might not
Black
be able
and
to see
white
on
with
the
a
back.
purpley tinge, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's really nice.
And when I'm in the field, I tend to pick them up and just kind of flick them over and look at the bottom in the light, because sometimes you can't see the writing if
No,
the
it's
light's
hard.
shining on it.
Yeah.
But if you can just see that there is some writing on there, then chances are it's Caithness.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get home and hope it's worth some. That's got a serial
It's
number
got the serial
on it.
number on there as well.
I mean, they don't sell for a huge amount, and Caithness can sit. I mean, although everybody says, "Oh well, Caithness is a really good one," but they don't sell for a huge amount of money.
No, I mean, saying that, the thing is, as you're saying about the real estate on them, paperweights, you can get a hell of a lot of them in one small box, can't you? I mean,
Exactly,
so
yeah.
they don't take up a lot of
And
space.
I picked it up and said, "How much would you like for your paperweight?" And the guy said £1. So I thought, well, for Caithness,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's pretty cool.
So we've got that one.
Well, how many more pieces have you got left?
I've done those two. I've got 3 more things.
3 more things.
I'm
Right.
almost done.
Well, I also picked up some tops. Starting to get towards the colder weather, I've partially bought them for selling, but they all fit me.
Oh, what a shame.
And I kind of like them. So
But I've said the same as my Yadro and Nao, 1 in, 1 out.
yeah. So there's this top, which is a hoodie. I picked it up for £3. It's really nice and warm. I like it. Yeah, it's probably going to end up in my wardrobe. So there's that one. On to you, Jen.
By that he means on his bedroom floor.
No, it's going to end up in my wardrobe. I'm going to hang it
You
up.
never
and
grew out
everything.
of the messy teenager phase, did you?
That's just a stock piled everywhere. Moving on, Jan.
Oh, well, my next one, because Nikki had asked me to look for a small wooden breadboard, when
Yeah.
I saw this one, I thought, well, you couldn't get more small wooden breadboard than this. So I picked this up for her, and this was 50p. It's got quite a lot of
Cut marks. It's been
cut
well
marks,
used.
but it's wood, so you can easily sand it down and re-oil it.
Well, apart from if you start using it, it's going to look the same. I mean, it's a chopping board. It's what you want. That's what you have with a chopping board. So it'll be fine.
Like I say, you know, it wouldn't take much to bring it up to almost new.
Yeah.
A nice little breadboard for 50p, but that's not for me. That's for Nikki.
That's for Nikki. Now my next top, I really like, and I paid a £5. I paid up for it. You know, it's. Hang on, let's do it up so it looks nice.
Oh, it's Kangol.
Do we know if Kangol is it? Is that a brand we know?
No, I thought you knew it. It sounds like it's an outdoorsy.
It does
type
sound
thing.
like it's an outdoorsy type thing. Don't know if you can see that enough.
It's kind of a woolly on the outside. It's got an awful lot of bobbling, but if it's in your wardrobe, I have got a depiler.
Yeah.
Because it's called piling, and it's perfectly natural when fabrics do these bobbles.
Yeah, and it's got a fleecy kind of.
And
now,
I have somewhere got. Did I just say I've got a
Debobble.
anti-bobbler thing? But
so
it's in the sand.
the thing is, it's nice, kind of fleecy, kind of inside. It's nice and warm. I've got a top that I was wearing, but the zip's gone on it. So this would replace it as a nice warm kind of top.
And the zip says Kangol.
Kind of thing I mean,
It is a nice fleecy
it's
top.
a nice fleecy top. It's the kind of thing on a regular basis on a Wednesday we go to the pub and meet a friend and have a chat for a couple of hours. It's the kind of thing I wear in the winter.
My only objection when you said you wanted to keep it is when that's covered with bear's white fur, it's going to look a complete mess.
So does any of my clothes. If it's covered with bear's fur, it's going to look horrid. So the thing is, I like
Don't wear it out to the pub when we're meeting.
Don't make.
Just leave it for in the house.
Just make sure that that it doesn't get covered in bear's hair. That's basically it. Saying that, any of my items of clothing that I sell goes on my board for photographing. I make sure there's no dog hair or anything. It's all brushed off with
lovely and clean.
a
Then
bobbler,
it goes in a plastic bag.
It goes in a plastic bag, so it's then done and then heads to the garage. So there's no dog hair, there's no anything like that. Most of the stuff comes to the show and tell and then moves upstairs where it gets treated, looked at, measured, photographed, and all prepared, ready for eBay. So, moving on.
And my next thing is, because even though I bought the new white basket to pimp my ride, I do sometimes struggle with bags and things going around boot sales. And so I thought if I pick up a bungee cord, it might just help to hold on to things a bit better. So just a bog standard, it's only a cheapy one. It was from one of the traders, so it's nothing special, just a little bungee cord.
Nice.
From a bag on the trolley.
Next one for me is another top.
That's quite nice. That's very you, actually.
It's very
Did you
me,
say
isn't
that's
it?
a keeper?
Yeah, that's going to be a keeper. It's also got a little mark just there.
So you won't have to do it yourself.
So I won't have to do it myself. So I can stick it in the wash and clean it, you mean. But I like this one. Again, I think this one...
And bear's hair won't show as much on that
It won't.
because of its colour.
It won't. I quite like this. Is a very...
Yeah, you could wear that down the pub on a
This is
on
a very
Wednesday.
me thing. The thing is, you've said this before, Jan, it makes absolutely no sense of going to a car boot sale and earning money and reselling stuff, and then me going to a shop to buy clothing for me.
Yeah.
And paying full price. Why would you? So again, it was one of those
something decent
that I would like and would wear. So
and what brand is that? Headland Premium.
Headland Premium. Never heard
of it. It looks like a sort of yacht thing.
It does
I'm
look like a
wondering if
yachty
that's some
kind of...
sort of sporty yachty
Yeah.
type.
Well, I like it. It's one of the things I would wear that regularly. That would actually become
And
one
how
of
much
my
did you pay
favourites.
for that one?
I think this one might have been £2.
It's nice. I like it.
So that was a nice one. I've just got one item left.
So have I. Well, I've got two, but it was one sale, so.
Two, but one sale. Do you want to do yours next? Shall I do mine last?
Well, I picked these up because I've already got two very like this. It's just they're by Dalton Everyday, Victorian fruits, but I bought them thinking they were a pair. But if you look at the handles, I don't know if you can see the handles.
Very
they're
different, aren't they?
very slightly different.
Yeah.
And the on the bottom, they both say Victorian fruits, both say Dalton, both say designed by Jan Pashley, I think that is. But they're just the same pattern, but very slightly different in design. And unfortunately, the bottom of this one has some damage to it. Yep.
Well, can I show those? So you can see the difference in the handles, and then you've got that little bit of damage.
Now that damage to the bottom doesn't mean it's unstable, and it doesn't mean it's going to make any difference to drink out of. So that one should be okay. But then, having said that, found a slight chip just by the handle. So again, it won't make any difference to anybody drinking from it.
Yeah.
Slight chip on this one. So these will probably end up in a charity shop. But I had thought that if I put them with the other two that I've got the same, and then sell them as a set of 4.
Yeah. And just
because that one's actually a better china. I can
it.
see that's a bone china, and this is fine china.
Is it? You can see it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you can see through it, it's
Yeah. There's just a little mark just there as well.
Yeah, so
just
but I paid £1 for the pair.
Yeah.
Probably going to end up in the charity
but
shop.
They look nice. I mean, they're a nice. I like the design and the cup, the actual cup design, and yeah.
But you know, 50p each, £1 for the pair. So well, I think they were anyway.
Yeah.
I normally pay £1 for the pair when I'm buying things like that. Yeah, a pair of fruit mugs, and then the only other thing was our ice creams. Because we do enjoy an ice cream at the end of the boot sale, don't we?
All that. I mean, the thing is,
that's our tradition.
The boot sale. I mean, we enjoy them, but technically for me, it's work. So you know, it's nice.
And Saturday we tend to leave Faygate, drop in at the co-op on the way home, pick up maybe a crusty loaf and pack of bacon or something, and then
pack
come
of bacon
home
or
to
sausages or
But Sunday's ice cream day.
Sunday's ice cream, yeah, definitely. Well, my
because
last.
The thing is, when you go out without any breakfast, by the time you get home, you're normally quite.
My last one.
Oh, that's very you as well.
I haven't even tried. It's probably not. It's small, but it's All Saints. I don't know.
Is that a good thing?
I have no idea.
That's
But it feels
it's like a flannelette, isn't it?
It
I remember when I was little, we used to have sheets like this for the winter.
Yeah.
It's all cosy and
It's a cosy kind of. It's a shirt.
and warm.
So I thought that would be worth picking up.
I mean, our sheets weren't that sort of colour. They used to be like candy coloured stripes.
But this was
sort of
this I got
material.
at the same place as the 50p shoes, and this was 50p. It was a case of when I saw the shoes and he said 50p, I started looking out and like, well, what else? And it's like, so this was the only other thing. It was a shirt.
Well, if it doesn't fit you, then you're duty bound to resell it.
Purely intended to sell that. It was bought to sell, but for 50p, I still think that could possibly get me maybe 8 to 10. I've got a feeling that
maybe
might
15 to 20.
It might even be more.
I mean, if you
good
just
condition.
give it a really good iron, it's in nice condition. Yeah, I'd say. Why put it up for 8 to 10 when you can put it up for more?
Well, I'm gonna, as I do with all of my items that I don't free now, I will look at the comps and see what they're going for. I'm purely only guessing that that's what it might go for, and it's a case of, I look at everything. If I don't know exactly what it's worth or haven't pre-done an exact one before, and we'll have a look and see what it's worth. But I looked at it and thought it felt nice, it felt good quality. Knowing that t-shirts can be at least 10 quid, that material to me feels a better quality, so I'm thinking that that might be a 20 quid item. So say it might sell for 12 or more. You don't know. I mean,
yeah.
And then on top of that, you've then got to look at the brand and how good is the brand. So for me, that's a really good 50p learning item, because I don't know about the brand, don't know about that type of shirt. I don't know how quickly they will sell. Obviously, I think it's more of a winter, kind of autumn, spring kind of shirt rather than summer. But yeah, all good. Really happy with what I got.
Brilliant.
I think we had a really good weekend.
We should do 4 boot sale weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So, have you got an item from this weekend that you thought is the best item, the item that you're kind of happiest?
Has to be my white wicker basket that I pimped my ride with.
Yeah.
That, you know, even though I only actually used it for the latter part of the Sunday boot sale and all of Monday.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's like so deep. I can fit so much stuff in it. Lift it off, sit down, pop it back on. And people are coming up and commenting on it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Which is nice.
So if you use a wheelie walker, get yourself a laundry basket.
My one for the weekend has to be the Sony camera. It was a nice It's a nice camera. I think it's a really nice bit of kit. I'm not going to keep it, but it is so tempting because it's such a nice camera. So I really like that.
And I also think the 4 Denby cups in the same design as the teapot I've already got.
Yeah.
Sold as a set will probably bring the value of the teapot up a lot more.
I would now like
it's such
to
a
know.
pretty design on that one. Although it's an older design, it's still an attractive one, because some older Denby, you know, you've really got to be the person who's looking out for that type of thing, whereas this one's still modern enough that people like it.
So what I'd like to know from you guys watching, it's always nice to know that you guys are still watching.
That you actually did watch.
But I'd like to know please drop down in the comments which item between mine and Jan's you think is the item.
Is this a competition?
It's not a competition. I want to know what they think is the best item of our weekend. Let us know which you think is the best item, or let us know which item you like the best. Doesn't have to be the best item. Which item do you like the best that we've picked up over the weekend? We'd love to know down in the comments. It's just interesting. So yeah, let us know what you think. Also, if you've not subscribed yet to the channel,
one of my favourites as well, because that is just so pretty, that Denby mug. It's like an ivory colour with shiny ivory. I don't know how to describe that. How would you? Did Neil bring it up to the light?
I did.
And show you, but it is such a pretty.
What would you call it? What's it? It's not abstract.
Well, it's kind of a florally, leafy type of design, isn't it?
Well, it could also be. Yeah, no, I guess it's more florally than water. It's not like a watery kind of pattern.
That's just. I just really like that.
Anyway, yeah. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it would really help us out to subscribe to the channel. What we're trying to do at the moment is we're trying to get to the 500 subscribers. We might have got that by the time you've watched it, but we're trying to get to the 500 subscribers because then we can actually interact with you guys more. We can actually do polls to see about what kind of content you like. Yeah, there is a community thing that opens up when you get to 500 subscribers. Apparently, so we'd love to try and get there. We're at, I think about 430 subscribers at the time of making this film, so we're really trying to push hard. So please help us out and subscribe and
share us around. You know,
absolutely. So anyway, I think that's about us wrapped up, is it?
I think that's it for last weekend, certainly. And like I say, next weekend it's forecasting rain, so you never know, there might be a rainy Sunday show, but
might be.
It might have already happened by the time you watch this, so look back in our videos and see if there's a rainy Sunday show.
Absolutely, and this is quite a long film. Obviously, three days of boot sailing.
I thought you were going to say 3 hours. I was going to say we haven't got that long.
I know, it might edit it by then. But I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's quite a long film. So thanks for watching, guys. And we shall catch you on the next video.